Day one of Airborne school was honestly really nerve-wracking. So we're gonna skip all the admin stuff that we had to do, you know. The main things that happen and the main equipment, the main things you get issued is an ACH, an Army Combat Helmet / Kevlar, whatever you want to call it. You know, you get your pads to put into it, and there's a certain way that they want you to have the pads, or you get a spot report. And to hit that real quick, so you get 3 spot reports before you get kicked out of Airborne school. Now, if you get 2 spot reports for the same infraction, so like, let's say the sergeant major decided to take my dog tags twice in a run. Boom, that's the same infraction, I'm kicked out of Airborne school. So yeah, so you get spot reports for anything. Falling asleep while you're getting blocks of instruction, so classes. Falling out of a run, not showing up the formation on time, doing something just stupid, you know? Like, you're a soldier, a sailor, an airman, a marine, like, do what you were told to do what you were trained to do, and you won't have no problems. But many people didn't understand that. You know, we had some people who fall out because of the runs and everything, but it's whatever. Like, I don't understand how, like, they did that. Okay, so day one, the reason why I was I had this huge ass, like, I don't know, anxiety was because we had to take the PT test. And the PT test, like, everyone was harping on it. They were like, oh my God, I'm gonna fail the push-ups. I'm gonna get the 41 club. What's the 41 club? The 41 club is this club that everyone has in their head that the Sergeant Airbornes, that's what you call the instructors there, they're going to stop you, well, not stop you, they're going to say you got 41 push-ups. And the funny thing about that is you need 42 to pass, like, that's the bare minimum, just 42 push-ups to pass the Army Physical Fitness test, the push-up part of it at least. So many people were told that was a rumor going around the barracks, and I can't even say if that's true or if that's not true, but all I'm saying is when you get there, do good push-ups. Like, do a good push-up to where, you know, arms extended, break the plane maybe just a little bit. You maybe, you know, hit your chest upon the ground, and then extend back again. Like, don't give them any little reason to say you only got 41 push-ups. And when we did it in this, like, gravel pit, and there was like this plank of wood, just one, and you put your hands on there and you just start knocking them out. Once you hit 42 push-ups, they say, okay, get up. You go to the end of the line and get ready for the sit-up part. If not, if you fail it, they'll be like, all right, go to that line right there, and boom, now you're in a little section where, I don't want to call them failures, but that's pretty much like what they call it. So that was pretty much it. So, you know, we did the push-ups, we did our sit-ups. They stopped you at the number, I think it's 53 for my age. 53, yes. They stopped you there, and I didn't even count. Like, I was just going up and down, and he's like, all right, you're good, go. And then, you know, I wasn't smoked after this. Then we did the 2-mile run, which is on a 1-mile track, and it's just, you know, just go around one time, that's a mile. And man, when I tell you, so I'm a cadet now, I'm not a soldier, well, I'm still a soldier, but I'm not a private first class anymore. And man, there is a lot of people straight out of basic training and AIT, and they could just run. Like, I'm over here chilling. I was like, I'm not about to go hard on this, like, I'm just gonna pass. And I came in at 14 flat, I believe. It was like 14 or 14.05, one of those, I forgot. And because I had to take a PT test yesterday also, but, so, yeah, and I literally, everyone's just passing me by, and I'm just like, oh, whatever, I'm chilling. And then literally, I'm thinking in my head, like, dang, man, you're gonna fail this. And then at the end, I'm just like, you know what, book it. So I just started sprinting, and I come across the finish line, and then just landed on my butt, like, just boom. And then I get up, and the Sergeant Airborne's like, are you okay? And I literally just get up, and he's like, he looks at me after I got up, and he's like, get the F off my track. And I was like, God, okay, I guess thanks. I feel the love. And after that, you know, we run back to our graders, you know, you tell them your run time, whatever, yada yada. And honestly, I was jogging, so that means that I was getting past up. These people were hitting 12 minutes, like a lot were hitting 12 minutes. I should have probably tried, but you know, I got Airborne. So after that, then they move you to the pull-up bar. And it's just huge lines, you know, it's like at least 20 pull-up bars, and they just say, all right, get up, and then they say hang free, and you just hang free, you know, arms extended. And after that, then they say up, and you just hold it, chin up. Don't just hold it in that position. After 20 seconds, then they're like down, and then you get up, and the next person gets there. And there's 2 safeties, you know, to make sure you don't fall. And after that, you run back to the barracks pretty much, and you know, you shower, and we got up at formation was at 0500, I believe. And after that, so fast forward back again, you're in the barracks, and it's about like, what time was it? It was about 7:07, and they said be back on the cables, and that's what they said. They always call it the cables because there's these long cables, 4 cables for a platoon, so 4 squads, so people could line up. And they said be back on the cables by 07:45. So we got about 45 minutes to shower, but there's only 8 showers, and there's literally like 70, 80 people in the barracks. And yeah, so I was always booking it after that, but you had to do 10 pull-ups and 10 push-ups before you could go upstairs. So there's pull-up bars, about 8. You get up on there, boom, 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 knock them out. And we're doing pull-ups, we're not doing this. And then I would knock out my push-ups after, and run upstairs, 8 showers, shower really quickly, go back to my locker. Make sure, I know this is how it was for Bravo Company, make sure you don't leave anything out on your bed when you go down for formation. Like no plugs, no sheets, none of that. Don't leave anything in the laundry room, don't leave nothing. Because I remember they came downstairs and they're like, wow, 740, 850, Alpha 444. So everyone gets a roster number at Airborne School, and officers get an A. So let's say my number is 440, I'm Alpha 440. NCOs, an N, I'm sure you guessed it. Cadets, a C. Everyone else under that, they get a regular number, and this is so they can like easily say your name, and because it's on your helmet, there's one on your front and one on the rear, and then there's one on your bed and your wall locker. So pretty much a lot of people got spot reports because they left stuff out on their bed. They played themselves. They left stuff out on their lockers. They left stuff in the laundry room. Boom, first spot reports are given out just like that. So this is what I'm saying. Day 1 was a breeze. After this, they marched us to chow. So we went to the defact, and after that, we got back to, when you leave the defact, you have to run back to the cable. So you're double timing, like you really are. And once you get back there, then they form us up again, and then we start pulling out, we march. Now my Sergeant Airbornes were funny, like they just were really chill. This is a lot, for everyone who just like left AIT, Airborne School was about to be a breeze compared to like your training and like how much freedom you had at basic training. So they marched us out, and once we got to like the parking lot, then that's when they were like, the Sergeant Airborne would look at each other and they'd be like, AKA I'm ready, let's do it. And they'd be like, double time, and we double time. So this is the phrase or the cadence that we would always sound off with every time we double time. We would do it for 3 iterations. So it would go airborne, airborne all the way, airborne, airborne every day. We like it here, we love it here, we finally found a home. We like it here, we love it here, we finally found a home, a home, a home, a home away from home. And pretty much nobody got that the first 2 days. But finally we got it, and then on the 3rd time around, then you add the clap part. Airborne, airborne, all the way, boom, etc. So you do that, and after that, then you stop, and then they start sounding off with a cadence. They start calling a cadence, and you call it. So once you get to the training field, the training area, you had your helmet on the whole time. You had your helmet on the way there. You're wearing your helmet a lot, so be ready to wear that helmet. It's going to be your best friend, sadly, for the next 3 weeks. And the first day, we just learned about the T11 Parachute. That's the parachute you're going to be jumping with. It weighs 38 pounds. And then you're going to talk about the reserve parachute also, which weighs 15 pounds. It's in the front of you. And pretty much you go over putting it on, rigging up, and you're going to make sure you're rigging up with a battle. And when you're rigging up with the T11 parachute, pretty much you're going to like do this little movement, and you're going to just bend down, and then they're gonna put it on you. And you're gonna keep your back like bent the entire time until the parachute until the reserve is fully put on you. And they would get guys for just doing it themselves. Never rig up by yourself, never. The main things to keep in mind when you're rigging up is to always listen exactly to how they showed you the first time. Watch and do it exactly. And also when you're you have extra like the straps, like extra, I don't feel like getting my rope right now, but they're gonna want you to use the webbing retainers. They're gonna want you to make sure nothing is hanging, nothing dangling, because they don't like that. Definitely, people got spot reports for that. So after this, we moved on to the Mach Doors. So it's pretty much like what you think it is, a Mach door for you exiting the aircraft of a C-130 or a C-17. So, you know, we went through how we're supposed to jump out and how we're supposed to be in there with the static line. So pretty much once you turn to the door, hands are on the reserve and you're just eyes on the horizon. And once you jump, you literally take 1 foot forward and then you swing 1 foot out and you pretty much jump. And then your feet and knees come back together and your legs are extended and just joined. And you're just sitting down and you're counting to 6,000. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Not fast, not fast. Just boom. And once that's over, you do your first point of performance and you look up, gain canopy control, make sure there's no twist, and that was pretty much all we did. So they'd be like, gain canopy control, and then they'd be like, recover, and you recover, and you would just airborne. Now this part right here, every time we got our first block of instruction, this was about checking canopy and how to do the little thing. So pretty much they would be like, they would do this little segment. Okay, so this is the first block of instruction, if I remember correctly, that they taught us. So it was this little jingle, or however you say it. Whenever Airborne, they're giving you lessons, they would always pretty much stand like this. So it'd be one person giving the instruction, the person saying what's happening, and then a demonstrator. And he'd be like, pay attention to this block of instruction, do not fall asleep or you will get a spot report. And they'd be like, Airborne. So whenever I say this is how they would speak. Whenever I say jumpers, hit it. You're going to do this. So pretty much you're going to just have your hand on the reserve, and you're going to pretty much kick 1 foot out and then jump. Feet and knees together, and you'd be like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and you're gonna be like, gain canopy control. You know, look around, and then like recover, and you're gonna jump back. Airborne. Literally, they're going to say airborne so many times during this course, you're going to lose your mind in a good way or a bad way. And after that, they'd also, if you were not listening or paying attention, or you were just fooling around or were not doing what they told you to do, they're gonna say, instead of jumpers, hit it, they're gonna say, airborne, check, they're gonna be like, beat your boots. And pretty much beating your boots is just this. Airborne, beat your boots. 1, 2, boom, you know, you're just doing that for 10 times. And then there's another one they would always do whenever you weren't listening, and it'd be like, airborne, check your feet. So they'd be like this. Airborne, check your feet. Airborne, check your feet. And you would check your feet. So that's literally how, that was the first day of Airborne school. And I'm telling you guys, it was honestly a breeze. Just don't fall asleep. Make sure you go to sleep when you get back to the barracks after your first day, because you're really gonna want that sleep, because pretty much every formation is at 05:45. As you can tell, this is gonna go all the way to day 23, I believe, which is when we actually jumped. So if you like this video, follow along, subscribe, like, comment. That being said, we out.